Welcome to Spiritual Wave. This is a place where we explore peace, mindfulness, and spirituality together. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell icon, like the video, and comment to share your thoughts below. Today we are going to discuss the Bhagavad Gita verses 1.22 to 1.33. Let's dive into the video. This is Kurukshetra, a sacred battlefield destined to host one of the most profound wars in history. Two powerful armies stand facing, ready to engage in battle. On one side are the Pandavas, prepared to sacrifice everything to uphold Dharma. On the other side are the Kauravas, driven by greed, arrogance, and adharma. Before the battle begins, Arjuna, the mighty warrior, makes a request to Krishna, his divine charioteer and guide. This moment reveals Arjuna's introspective nature, his desire to truly understand the situation beyond the battlefield's chaos. Turning to Krishna, Arjuna speaks, "O Krishna, place my chariot in the middle of the battlefield. Let's see clearly who stands here today, ready to fight against me. Allow me to observe my opponents, to understand who they are, and to face them fully." This request is more than a strategy. It marks the beginning of Arjuna's inner struggle, a moment of reflection before the storm of war begins. As Krishna positions the chariot, Arjuna's eyes begin to scan the vast battlefield before him. To his shock and dismay, he recognizes familiar faces everywhere. Family members, revered teachers, and dear friends stand on both sides. The battle transforms in Arjun's mind, no longer a place of strategy, but a stage of deep emotional conflict. Arjuna's voice trembles as he speaks. "What is this? Bhishma, our grand elder, and my revered teacher Dronacharya, my cousins, my uncles, my friends, how can I lift my weapon? How can I fight them?" This moment marks the beginning of Arjuna's inner turmoil, a profound struggle between duty, emotion, and the bonds of family. Arjuna looks at the faces of those he has known. Each one holds memories of love, guidance, trust, and shared bonds. They are not just opponents, they are family, teachers, and friends, a reminder of the life they built together. With anguish in his voice, Arjuna turns to Krishna and says, "Krishna, my heart feels heavy. My body trembles, my skin burns. I cannot bear to face these men in battle. How can I fight against those I love?" His words reveal the inner turmoil of a warrior torn between duty, compassion, and the bonds of love. Arjuna's bravery begins to falter, crumbling under the weight of emotion as he wrestles with the choice ahead. Arjuna, overwhelmed by emotion, turns to Krishna and speaks, "Krishna, what value does victory hold if it comes at a cost of my family's blood? I see no joy in a kingdom built on suffering. This war brings no glory, only sorrow and endless pain." As these words leave his lips, Arjuna's mighty bow, Gandiva, slips from his trembling hands. The slipping of Gandiva symbolizes not just the loss of resolve, but the crumbling of Arjuna's spirit. The weight of his emotions overpowers the strength of his warrior heart as compassion and grief take over. This moment marks Arjuna's surrender not to fear but to love, and his inability to reconcile his duty with his emotions. Beyond the immediate battle, Arjuna envisions the aftermath, the pain, the loss, the emptiness that will follow this war. The thought of so much destruction and the lives it will shatter fills his heart with unbearable sorrow. His mind is clouded by grief as he questions the very purpose of this war and its consequences. Arjuna is no longer just a warrior. He becomes a symbol of humanity struggling with the weight of choice. Arjuna embodies the inner conflict between duty and deep emotion, between the righteousness and the bonds of love. His trembling hands and heavy heart reflects the turmoil of every soul faced with immediate decisions. Krishna, his divine charioteer, remains silent, his calm presence a steady anchor. He watches Arjuna with quiet understanding, knowing the moment for his guidance has finally arrived. The silence holds infinite wisdom, for it precedes the timeless teaching that will illuminate Arjuna's path and transcend the battlefield itself.